You know, there's not many things left in life that bring me joy. Fire, coffee, drinking, and knowing there's at least one Marx in the world that isn't a lazy-ass sod who sat on his fat rear writing crackpot theories favored by maniacs hell-bent on mass genocide. And one more thing, pointing out takes that have aged as gracefully as the one LARPing as the US president, by people who are misguided, misinformed, mid-witted, dim-witted, at best, or more than likely, just plain wrong and full of shit. Which brings us to this lot, the 4 horse monkeys of the apocalypse. Now, what is their significance, you may ask? Ah, yes, well, this is where Az comes into play. Remember his now famous rant?
Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, guess what? Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day Californian shit! Because that's all we fucking know! Because we're boring! We're so fucking boring!
What a glorious burst of righteous rage that was. Naturally, of course, he was right then and he is still right now, and the people are still bloody boring as all hell. A moment of honest clarity that animated some of the dumbest responses of the year, such as this.
The people making comparisons to 2015, 2016 SJW shit are entirely correct, entirely accurate. This is essentially fucking blue-haired feminist, fucking big red, Anita Sarkeesian, all this shit, like, you are the same fucking thing.
Yes, the one is a disgruntled gamer who disdains the shoving in of modern-day political propaganda. The other one, an activist who's actively trying to shove in said modern-day political propaganda. Clearly, they are not the same thing, you fucking idiot! But of course, it wasn't the only moment. Remember these?
I think the first thing we need to look at here is the setting of the game. Starfield is set in the year 2310, so it's definitely not far-fetched that people who go by they, them pronouns exist. You may disagree with it, but at the end of the day, this is a very small detail that remains consistent with the setting of the game's world and doesn't break immersion.
Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity!
This isn't like Elder Scrolls where the setting is medieval times. A they-them setting for that game wouldn't make any sense considering the world is built around a time period where the request for a preferred pronoun wasn't a thing.
Exactly. Starfield takes place in the future, so he has to think people expressing themselves in a way that is not traditional gender normed. He has to think that is a phase and won't exist in the year 2030 something. That's insane.
In the future, gene therapy and genetic modification will have gone so far that not even the most conservative will be able to say that there are 2 genders.
Now, a couple of things to note here, as a buddy of mine pointed out at the time. Sex is a biological matter. It stems from your chromosomal configuration. And if in the future there was some mad gene splicing mechanism that could, hypothetically, reconfigure your chromosomal makeup, there wouldn't be a need for the pronouns because your chromosomal makeup would indicate you are, in fact, a male or female. Sex is a biological matter. The pronouns is a political one, and so the gene editing would render the political argument redundant. Duh, you idiots. Secondly, if you believe the time period of a piece of entertainment would somehow be a mitigating factor capable of prohibiting the inclusion of a political message by people whose entire worldview is already completely batshit insane and disconnected from any aspect of objective reality, I am rightfully going to look down at you condescendingly, mocking you as the gullible moron that you are, and extol the fact that I am significantly better than you. And the reason I will do so is because I am always right, and I can back up why.
But he, him, she, her, and they, them, and then your gender is man, woman, non-binary. Love that. Love the inclusivity. Top surgery scars are also included in this for all of our trans and non-binary rooks out there. I absolutely was blown away by this. It's beautiful to see the inclusion in the game and to see yourself represented.
Pronouns, inclusion, top scars in a Dragon Age game. Stereotypes exist for a reason, people. You know what comes to mind whenever I see this?
My coming would have saved you, set your people free in ways they cannot see. War would have tested them, broken the weak with its violence, yet allowing the strong to arise. Violence gave you that strength, awakened you. I can see it upon your face, where 2 bullets left their mark.
No lie, I legit think about this clip at least once a week. Because you look at this and ask, what do you provide society? And the answer is nothing. These are the markers of a society that has no direction, no goals, no challenges, nothing. It is a society stuck in purgatory, in permanent limbo. The desire for power and meaning is an innately human trait, but our consumerist Western cesspool has no meaning, and in the absence of meaning, people make up their own problems, in this case a quasi-religious one, to fill that void. Look at this. Cheering the inclusion of top scars in a medieval game because you think you care about political representation. That is the mind of a dystopian cultist. Anyway, do you think any of these 4 horse monkeys of the apocalypse are going to have the testicular fortitude to say that this BS in Dragon Age is inconsistent with the theme of the world and does in fact break the immersion? Do you think they possess the humility to apologize to Az and correct the error of their ways? I somehow doubt that. Hey Az, you want the final word here?
I was right. I was right all along.
What an absolute Chad. Cheers for watching once again. I apologize for nothing.